Pallet forks are becoming one of the most popular attachments out there because of how versatile they make your machine. If you've been considering pallet forks, you may have heard of the term fixed forks or floating forks, but what are they and which one is best suited for you? Continue watching this video to find out. What are fixed and floating forks? Well, fixed forks are attached to the carriage in two places, so the top and the bottom of the fork. You are able to slide these from side to side. When the frame is tilted downwards, the forks will remain in place. This is a good option for if you don't want forks moving freely. For some operators, this can be more difficult to navigate under loads because the forks can drive into the ground if not positioned at the right angle. Floating forks are attached to the carriage at one point. They're attached at the top via a bar and can pivot on one axle. They have the ability to move freely on the bar, and so when tilting forward, the forks will pivot on the axle, remaining level with the ground. This is extremely useful for when carrying containers with material that you want to avoid spilling. They are also said to be much easier to manoeuvre under pallets of material because of how the forks use gravity to guide them underneath the pallet. Furthermore, these can make it easier to locate a pallet in an awkward place or where there's not much space for the excavator to drive in and locate, as the pallet forks compensate for the awkward angle. So the all-important question, which one is best suited for you? Really, it is down to operators' discretion. Some operators find the floating forks easier as they are more forgiving when locating the pallet forks under loads. However, some other operators don't prefer these as they move freely and are harder to control. Some prefer the fixed forks because they know the load won't move freely. However, this can be difficult for other operators because you can have an awkward area where there's not much room to get the best angle with the dipper arm of your machine. This will also depend on your preferred supplier. So some suppliers only supply one type of pallet fork. For example, here at Rhinox, we only offer the floating forks. This may affect your decision. If you have the ability to do so, we would always recommend that you try both types of pallet forks so you'll be able to learn what ones you prefer. So there you have it, the difference between the fixed forks and the floating forks. If you want to learn more about the Rhinox pallet forks, click on the video here and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on another video. Floating forks? No. Pallet forks. Why? You're just smiling, maybe.